Soft, inspirational music starts, she glided onto the ice with grace. But behind every perfect jump was a story of struggle, heartache, and unbreakable spirit. This is the story of Michelle Kwan, a girl who turned every fall into a rise and became America's most beloved figure skater. Born in California to immigrant parents, Michelle's journey began on frozen ponds and chilly rinks. As a young girl, she wasn't the strongest or the fastest, but her passion burned brighter than anyone else's. Every bruise, every fall only fueled her determination to skate better, to push harder. Imagine a little girl tying her first pair of skates, her eyes filled with dreams bigger than the rink she stood on. That was Michelle. Her parents, humble and hardworking, believed in her even when the path seemed uncertain. But success was never handed to Michelle. Early competitions were filled with falls and mistakes. She faced critics who doubted her, injuries that threatened her dreams, and moments of crushing disappointment. Once at a crucial competition, she fell hard. The crowd gasped. But instead of giving up, she stood up, wiped her tears, and skated with all her heart. That moment would mark the beginning of a legend. Year after year, Michelle trained harder. Her coaches saw not just talent, but an unyielding spirit. She mastered triple jump spins and artistry that captivated millions. By her teenage years, Michelle Kwan was not just a competitor. She was a symbol of resilience. She won medals, but more importantly, she won hearts. Her performances told stories of hope, of pain, and of triumph. The Olympics, the dream of every athlete. For Michelle, it was a stage where glory and heartbreak walked hand in hand. In 1998 and 2002, Michelle stood on the Olympic ice, giving everything, but fate was bittersweet. She earned silver medals, but the gold just out of reach. The pain of near victory was immense, yet what made Michelle unforgettable was not just the medals, but the grace with which she accepted defeat. She inspired a nation, not by winning gold, but by never losing hope. Michelle Kwan's impact went beyond competitions. She became a role model for young skaters, for aspiring athletes, and for anyone who has faced setbacks. She gave back to the sport she loved, coaching, mentoring, and inspiring the next generation. Her story became a beacon, a reminder that greatness is not only measured by trophies, but by courage and heart. Close your eyes and picture Michelle's journey. The early mornings, the lonely practices, the stumbles, and the roaring applause. It's a story about falling and rising again. And again, Michelle Kwan taught us that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone, that passion and perseverance can turn dreams into reality. Off the ice, Michelle faced challenges too, balancing family, education, and the pressures of fame, but she remained humble and grounded. Her journey reminds us that behind every champion is a person who fights silent battles and still chooses to shine. Here's something many don't know. Michelle was the youngest skater to win the U.S. Nationals at age 15, setting records that inspired generations. She also holds the record for most U.S. championship titles won by any figure skater. Her artistry on ice wasn't just athleticism, but storytelling that made millions fall in love with figure skating. Michelle's influence extends beyond sports. She became a goodwill ambassador and advocate for education, inspiring countless young people to follow their dreams. So when you watch Michelle Kwan glide across the ice, remember, every perfect move carries years of struggle, tears, and relentless hope. From the falls on frozen ponds to the bright lights of the Olympics, Michelle's story is a testament that with heart and courage you can become America's favorite, and maybe your own favorite version of yourself. Music swells and fades,